Hello friends, Namaste. Welcome to our channel Timeless Foodies, and this is Pallavi, and we have come with a very beautiful recipe today. It's all purpose curry paste. Sounds different, right? So this is a paste that you can use for all the lovely Indian curries that we make, like chicken butter masala, veg mixed veg curry, and even Indian rice recipes like veg biryani. And you can store it in your fridge and use it for at least a month, and also use this curry paste for your regular curries, and this saves a lot of your cooking time. So let's know how to make this. So let's go. To make this curry paste, I have taken 6 medium-sized tomatoes, 4 medium-sized onions, 3 tablespoons ginger garlic paste, and for the masalas I have taken whole masalas like pepper. So I will show you while I'm making as to how much quantity I will be using in this paste. So we need pepper, we need cardamom, then we need bay leaf and cinnamon sticks, okay, and cloves. And for the masalas, we need not much masalas we'll be using. We'll just be using salt for taste, turmeric, red chili powder. So it's advisable to use Kashmiri red chili powder because it gives good color. And then we need cashew nuts. So this will be making a paste and adding to the paste in the end. And finally, good amount of oil, since this is something we'll be storing it for a while in the fridge, so we'll be using good amount of oil. So let's go to the method. So cashew nuts is, I have taken 3 tablespoons, and we have to make a paste of it. So I have soaked it in water. So while we make the curry paste, we'll keep this in water and then grind it into a smooth paste, and this is something which will go in the end in the curry paste. So let's now see how we have to make this curry paste. So I've taken a non-stick wok, and then once it is hot, we will add good amount of oil. So I'm taking almost 3 tablespoons of oil. You can add more because this is something we'll be storing it. So good amount of oil is needed. And once it starts bubbling a little, we will add the whole garam masala. We'll start with cloves. So I have used 10 cloves. So I'll put that. And then I have used 6 cardamom and cinnamon sticks 2, and then 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 4 bay leaves. So as they crackle, just wait till it get that crackling sound, because these masalas will give good flavor to the oil and to the paste. So just wait for a minute, and then goes good chopped onions. So we have to make this golden brown. So to make it nice and soft, just add little bit of salt. We'll add more salt in the end, so for it to release water and fry quickly, we'll add little bit of salt. This paste we have to make it in, we have to cook it in low flame. Don't put in high flame or medium flame. So let's wait until it turns golden brown. So just keep on turning. So now you see the onions have turned nice and golden color. So now is the time we add the ginger garlic paste. So here goes ginger garlic paste. So we'll just stir it until the raw smell of the paste changes. So once that is, we get a nice aroma of the onions and ginger garlic paste, we will be adding tomatoes. So just stir it. We're getting a nice aroma. Okay, just few minutes And then here goes the nicely chopped tomatoes. So we'll mix it well and until the tomatoes turn nice and mushy and the oil starts releasing oil. Until then we have to fry it, and then once then we will be adding the masalas. Now you see how lovely the tomato and onions and the entire paste is looking. You can also see it's releasing oil surroundings over here. So now is the time we add the other regular masalas, that is turmeric, there is 1 teaspoon. Then we'll add a little bit of salt. I'm adding 1 teaspoon, 1.5, okay. And then we'll add good amount of red chili powder. So here it is 1, 2, 3. So this is 3 teaspoons of red chili powder. As I said in the beginning, do use Kashmiri red chili powder. That gives beautiful color to your curries, especially this paste. And then we will add 2 teaspoons of garam masala powder. Okay, and so we'll stir it. We have to keep stirring it so that these masalas do not get burnt, though it's non-stick, but still advisable that you stir it. And just wait for these masalas also to get nice and cooked and blended with the paste. And then we'll add the final ingredient of this paste. Just give few minutes. Now you can see how beautiful this paste is looking, curry paste. Now is the time for us to add the cashew paste. So I have made a smooth paste of this cashew. There goes. Let's mix it. Mix it well. You just have to wait so that it mixes well, and again the curry paste starts releasing oil. Once it's done, it means the curry paste will be ready. So here we are, ready with the all-purpose curry paste. So it is ready. See how lovely it is looking. You can use the oil that is of this curry paste. If you want to add the color to any of your curries, you can use the oil as well and add this to any Indian curry like potato korma, chicken butter masala, paneer butter masala, or even rice recipes like veg biryani, chicken biryani. It comes out really amazing with a beautiful and delicious taste. So do try this recipe, and if you like this recipe, do try, share it with your family and friends, and do comment in our section, in a Timeless Foodies comment section. And if you're new to this channel, do subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon so that you can know what are the lovely and the beautiful recipes we keep on sharing. And there is an upcoming video where I will be sharing a recipe where I will add this paste and show how you have to use this paste for a lovely curry, Indian curry. So do click on the bell icon, don't forget. Okay, so do take care, friends. We will look forward for your comments, and also we'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourself. Thanks for watching. God bless you. Bye bye.